If you've been on the internet or on Twitch at all in the past week or so, you probably would have heard of this little known game by Amazon that goes by the name of New World. Brand new MMORPG released by Amazon, and like many others, I've been an absolute gremlin, grinding my eyes out, spending every spare second I can in this beautiful new world. No pun intended. I just want to make a quick video documenting my thoughts, opinions, first impressions, and letting you know, or rather, helping you decide whether or not something you should buy. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, The Crooked Ghost, coming back at you with another daily dose. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I know it's been a second, but I just wanted to say a huge thank you for clicking on this video. It means a lot to me that you did so. And listen, if you enjoy the content and you'd like to discuss more on this particular topic or on streaming or other games, come check me out on my Twitch. I stream every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's not the same without you. Guys, enjoy the rest of the video. You know, the standard YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. New World is a brand new open world MMORPG developed by Amazon Games and is currently in beta and has been for around 3 to 4 days or something like that. I've had the chance to play the first kind of 12 hours-ish of the game over the past 2 days. And let me tell you, when I first heard about this one, I thought it would be a complete bust. Like, it would just suck. Based off of Amazon's previous game history and how difficult it is to create a functioning and interesting MMO RPG. But let me tell you, my expectations were shattered. I'm extremely happy to say that I was wrong in every way. Just a quick disclaimer before I start this video. This is all based off of my experiences in the New World beta. Big emphasis on the word beta. It is still in development, and there's still a long way to go. You start the game out instantly customizing your character, admittedly with a very shallow character creator, but it's something that I hope will be fixed and expanded upon in the actual release. Then your ship is thrown into a storm, sinking the vessel and everybody on it. You awake as the sole survivor of your crew and thrusted into the tutorial. This game tutorial is quick and simple and allows the player to immediately explore, discover, and enjoy the game without restrictions. This is one of my favorite parts about New World so far. I am extremely impressed about how free and how much Amazon has prioritized that fact of freedom and exploration. It has a very large sense of atmosphere and wonder throughout the entire playthrough. Something like Witcher or Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. A world that you can really engross yourself and get immersed for hours and hours and forget that you're playing a video game. I described the gameplay as something like Dark Souls cross Witcher cross RuneScape. Saying that though, not everything is perfect. This is stuff like swimming. There is not a single swimming animation in the entire game. You just walk underwater at a very slow speed. This breaks the immersion quite heavily, and it's kind of makes any sort of destination across a river quite painful to get to. Stuff that isn't really a problem for me, but I've seen online it being problems for some other people. The fast traveling system is currency based. Like there's a currency that you collect through playing the game, which allows you to fast travel to different sections of the game. This is what I feel encourages exploration and you walking and making that journey yourself, finding things along the way. It's something that I really enjoy, but other people online seem to find quite annoying and calling it glorified walking simulator. The game plays very much like how RuneScape does, where every single part of your character, your playthrough, is affected by a specific level targeted to every individual piece of you. So you have different weapons that all have their own abilities, which are upgraded via levels that you get by using that particular skill. This includes stuff like fishing, cooking, smithing, stone cutting, wood cutting, leather working. It's you can really customize your character to be whatever kind of roleplay you want. And I love this ingenious prioritization of freedom, giving the player the freedom to do whatever the hell they want in whatever order they want, ignoring whatever features that they want to, and focusing on whatever stuff they want to. Really opens up the world to be your own story, and it opens up the player for more role-playing, and something that I've enjoyed immensely and is what kept me playing for so long. There is a level system that's similar to Fallout, where you have different attributes like Constitution, Dexterity, Focus, Intelligence, Strength, and they get leveled up as you do using attribute points. And each of them is assigned to the different weapons that you use and the different skills that you want to level up. And it creates a really fun progression. Makes you want to keep playing non-stop. Next, I wanted to talk about the graphics of the game. It's starting out as a survival game has made the graphics and the atmosphere feel so much more realistic and fleshed out way more than other MMO online multiplayer games that I've played. It's something that's so unique that I haven't seen in an MMO before, and it's what's made me want to keep exploring and seeing the different landscapes. I've never been a huge fan of MMORPGs. The only ones I've ever really played is RuneScape, Elder Scrolls Online, and a little bit of World of Warcraft, but none of them really hooked me as New World has. One of the big reasons why it's hooked me so much is the thriving, wholesome community that has already amassed and built up within the past 3 days of the game. For a beta, there are so many active players on that make the world feel so much more lived in. There is an active chat with great discussions and running jokes and memes constantly throughout the playthrough that I've been seeing. Situations like fishing and exploring main town areas are made so much more interesting with the other people roaming around with you. There's a great fishing spot in the game where it's just a bunch of players sitting there peacefully fishing, and you can sit there and talk in-game to the person next to you about catching your fish. It creates such unique conversations that I've never had in any other multiplayer game that I've experienced myself. And there's already thriving community forums with people coming together to give feedback and their experiences and their recommendations on how they think they could make the game better, creating this extremely community-focused collaborative effort to make the game truly great and the best it can be. Overall, in terms of the community, I've had an incredible time exploring and talking to different people in the game while I do my particular missions, and it feels like a real-world interaction, one that I haven't experienced in other online multiplayer games. For the next little section of the video, I want to talk about the improvements that I feel that can make the game a little bit better. The first thing I want to touch upon is the stamina. From what I know of, maybe you can tell me in the comments below, the stamina, I haven't found a way to upgrade it. One way that I think that could fix the stamina problem that I have is possibly add more attributes, something like endurance that you can put more attribute points into and level up to increase your stamina and increase your jump height, for example, or add the stamina bar to something like the strength stat that's already in the game. So when you increase your strength, you increase your endurance, which increases your stamina, making you be able to run and roll more and make PvP just a little bit more dynamic. Like I said before, there is a lot more to be designed in the character creator. I would love to see a lot more pre-made faces or more detail in the way that the face gets created, like changing the eyes to be a particular shape and size, changing the nose to be a little bit wider or shorter, those sorts of in-depth things that could really make a character your own. And then the last thing that I really want to see improvement is at the top of the screen, your entire navigation is based on a little compass, similar to the Skyrim style. But I feel in a huge world like this one is, we need a mini-map in the top corner or something along those lines to really get a sense of where things are. And little icons telling us whether our waypoint is above or below ground is something that's really desperately needed. I just wanted to finish off this video with a couple of my thoughts and my opinions on whether or not I think you should purchase the game. One thing that I'm really impressed about New World that is done is building off already successful MMO formulas built by games like RuneScape and Elder Scrolls Online, then adding aspects of survival games into the mix and creating a unique blend of games that feels like an actual interesting new world. There's always something to do, which I'm having the best time trying to complete. I'm really impressed at how deep the game is and how much there is to do in the world, and how much the game lets go of your hand and lets you focus on, do everything the way you want to. I also want to mention that the number of players for a beta test is impressive. It's great. It's just a casual, good MMO that's no pressure fun. I'm super excited to see how it grows and follow it along. Whether or not I think you should buy it, if you are into your fantasy style games, if you like your Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, your Skyrim, and you enjoy social interaction outside or inside video games, or even if you don't, I feel like this is a game that anybody can enjoy if they're into RPG fantasy titles. This is a game that I think everybody at least needs to try. Overall, it is the most fun I've had in an online game, I think, ever. I see the changes that need to be made and the downfalls that currently exist in this experience, but it's a beta. It's not going to be perfect, and realistically, it's never going to be perfect. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to make something quick to document my thoughts and discuss on what I think about this new game. And if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like and comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate all that. And if you'd like to discuss anything further with me, catch me in my streams. I'm Crooked Ghost _ on Twitch, and I stream Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, 8:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, The Crooked Ghost, and I'll see you in the next one.